G'day peeps, my name is Scripps and welcome back to another speed paint. In this one we're doing another Deltarune mix-up, and this one was also recommended by another commenter. Thank you very much for the suggestions. I wouldn't have actually never thought of this one myself because it would not be possible for me to think of this one myself. What we're doing in this video is a Nightmare Grimm, or the Nightmare King himself, if that's what you want to call him, from Hollow Knight, mixed up with the JEVIL secret boss from Deltarune, the one of which I actually never fought. Which is weird because despite you guys being so active and all, then I have gotten no comment or even any sort of reminder that this boss exists, and I actually only found out through this one single comment like almost half a year later, so thank you very much for that, that's very helpful. But the comment did pretty much summarize what the idea of this video would be and how we would go about to do it and different such and suches. Because the idea is that both of these characters are actually sort of carnival, creepy, jester, evil clown kind of themed. Like they're both doing it for the fun, they're both doing it for the comedy, although I think Nightmare Grimm might have lost it a bit on the second round. Then I still think they would make a pretty great fusion because while they're technically actually none of them are main game bosses, they're both actually either DLC bosses or secret bosses. Nightmare King actually being sort of a secret boss because, well, he's not someone you just encounter normally, you're just supposed to kind of like, I don't know, fight him as a dream boss, and as far as I know then dream bosses are kind of like a third party thing, they're not a thing you have to beat, but it is the extra challenge for the one who seeks it, and by gosh that was a challenge for me, so it almost makes me kind of want to go back to Deltarune. The only problem is you can't just go back to Deltarune the same way you can do with Hollow Knight and stuff like that, and I don't know how hard the JEVIL is. I've heard the JEVIL is still a secret boss, like almost at the end of the game, so he's supposed to be kind of hard. Which makes me very intrigued because I love creepy kind of mysterious bosses. We know nothing about Nightmare Grimm, and we know even less about the JEVIL. We only know a little bit from what they tell us about themselves, but other than that, they're both people that just appear into the story, and then they disappear again once you've beaten them. So you can definitely call me intrigued, but at the same time, I don't think the Jester, the JEVIL, is anywhere near as hard as Nightmare King Grimm was. Nightmare King Grimm, he was kind of worth the effort because it took me 6 hours to beat the guy. The JEVIL, from what I've seen of him, because yes, I did look him up after learning of his existence, he doesn't seem like he's worth going through the entire game just to fight, so you're likely not gonna see a video of that. But it is definitely a thing that I wanted to commemorate. I wanted to, like, I don't know, approve of his existence, like acknowledge the fact that this is a character in the game that I didn't know of beforehand, so I guess this is the best way that I can kind of do it. And I also think that the whole masquerade, carnival kind of theme that's going on fits very well together because, well, while I haven't drawn it yet, as of this voice recording, I haven't drawn it yet, but I'm still like kind of pondering with some ideas that I think that are going to be in the drawing. And there are going to be like some, maybe exploiting kind of like the mask theme, the half mask theme especially, that we see on one of the characters from the Grimm Troop, like the disgusting mother thing that eats your stuff and then poops it out again stronger. She has kind of like a half mask on, and I think that could be a very cool fusion between Nightmare Grimm's face and then the JEVIL's face, because they both kind of have this masquerade face to them. They almost look like these cookie cutter carnival nightmares, and they both kind of focus on that actually. If you beat the JEVIL, then I read in some of the text that it says that he also haunts your nightmares or something like that, which fits very well because they're both kind of dream bosses in that way then. But I'm still, I'm still a little confused because, well, Nightmare Grimm, of course, it's like an entire DLC. It's the DLC called the Grimm Troop. It's about a high difficulty, and it's about running around the world scavenging for these kind of hard to find flames, and then just fighting this one boss over and over again, and he gets harder and harder each time. But that's kind of like the entire DLC's purpose. I do not know why the JEVIL was kind of like created as a secret character. I don't know if that's because Toby Fox always intended to have a secret character in the game. I don't think I even remembered like getting, oh yeah, it was probably like, there was some key stuff that you were supposed to collect around the map, and maybe like being more explorative in that way, that could be kind of like a reward to the explorers and the people who went that extra mile to go look for all the hidden stuff. This little boss fight could be a nice little treat. to Deltarune. But then again, I don't know if he actually plays like any bigger role. Maybe he is just that. Maybe he is just a shallow character, which would be a real shame. But that's kind of like what Nightmare Grimm is as well. He's kind of supposed to be ambiguous and mysterious, but at the same time, then it's also just an ex machina for him to be a trolly guy who can just come and disappear as he wants. I mean, like, the Nightmare Grimm troop doesn't really need any sort of backstory because it's all kind of like just, it's explained with magic. He's a magical demon creature. That's why he can teleport around. He has no backstory. Who knows, maybe it's a ghost or something. I mean, he kind of looks like a bat, actually, the way he hangs from the ceiling, and you kind of just bash at him with your dream nail, and then you enter his nightmare, and then you get your ass kicked, and then you get kicked out of his dreams again. It's fun. I did it for 6 hours straight. But anyways, that was all I pretty much got for this video. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I'm just lying. I haven't drawn it yet, so I can't say that. But hopefully it turned out somewhat well. I mean, it's a carnival mix, and I kind of got the Hollow Knight style down at this point. Still kind of working off the Deltarune one, but if it's more of a fusion between the two characters, then I think it's going to be much easier actually drawing this. I think the most trouble I'll get out of this is kind of like drawing them in maybe a dramatic pose, or maybe I'll be doing something actually kind of artistic and creative and weird with them. I don't know. That might be the extra challenge that I put for myself in this video. But yeah, I'm not complaining. Drawing more Hollow Knight, drawing more Deltarune. I can't wait till the next Deltarune comes out, and I cannot wait till the next Hollow Knight Silk Song comes out. I still don't think we have an initial release date for Hollow Knight Silk Song, although the video that I did analyzing the trailer and stuff, it's the most viewed video I have on the channel. I can't wait to play that, but yeah, I still don't think we have a release date, which is a real shame. The same goes for Deltarune. It's a real shame, so we just gotta stick around with what we got for now, which is why I'm just kind of sitting here mellowing around in my nostalgia by drawing these different kinds of art fusion characters and fusions of art styles, I mean. Not that there's anything wrong with that, not that there's anything wrong with just, you know, letting the fan base kind of just sit around, but, you know, Toby Fox and Team Cherry, you guys could be mixing up some nice stuff and kind of be releasing it kind of soon. That'd be kind of great. Although I'm not pressuring you at all. You're both very small development teams, and I just appreciate a lot of the work you do. So if in some magical case you end up watching this video, don't rush yourselves. We all appreciate it in the end, and I would much rather want quality over quantity. And I think you guys know that anyway. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.